Hello, my name is Esther and welcome to Slum Cat Munchies. A chill is in the air despite spring having sprung, but it's nice and toasty in here because I'm going to roast some eggplant. And the oven is cranked up to 450. Take a look at this bevy of beauties which we have procured. Let's get started. I have prepared a sheet pan with some parchment on it, on which our eggplant will roast. The oven is set to a blazing 450 degrees, and I'm going to slice up this eggplant, and I'm going to leave the skin on because it keeps some structural integrity as it roasts at that high temp. The edges will become nice and brown and toasty. The interior will retain its luscious creaminess, and I'm just gonna leave the skin on and cut this into large chunks, like I'd say 1.5 inches at least, nice big chunks. And I'm gonna add it to this other eggplant which I've already cut up. And some people like to salt their eggplant, and if you like to do that, you can, although I am not doing that today with this recipe. I've tested it a couple different times, once even with some very kind of over the edge old kind of eggplants, and they were not bitter in the least, although some traditional recipes rely on that extra salt. And if you care to do that with your eggplants for this recipe, you can just rinse off the salt and drain well, pat dry maybe even, so that they roast up nicely. And then omit the salt that I'm going to be adding in just a moment here. Here we go, all our nice big chunks. And I will try to keep them in this bowl. Okay, so to our eggplant, I am adding 2 to 3 tablespoons of just regular olive oil. There we are. Half teaspoon of salt. And in here I have a 1/4 teaspoon of ground peppercorns and a 1/4 teaspoon of some little peppercorns called grains of paradise. They are really peppery, but also have a lovely warm cinnamon back note to them. So I really like this in this recipe. So ground peppercorns, 1/4 teaspoon, half teaspoon of grains of paradise, and if you have it, or just a half teaspoon of pepper. And I'm going to give this a good toss, coating all the sides. I'm going to have to keep it in this bowl here. Just getting all that salt and pepper and oil on every chunk of eggplant nugget. All right, whoa, they're getting away. Okay, so onto the sheet pan they go. I'm just gonna spread them out so they evenly roast, corralling them as best I can. There we are in one single layer. Okay, and I am going to put these into the oven, once again, set at 450, for 15 minutes, and then we'll be right back to turn them, and then they'll go 10 minutes more, but right back. All right, they're out, and I'm just gonna give these guys a gentle toss. Here's my timer that is going off. Okay, I'm just gonna toss these gently and throw them back in for another 10 minutes. to finish roasting. They're going to get nice and creamy in the center and lightly toasted on the outside. All right. Back in a single layer they go. And then back to the oven for 10 minutes. All right, they have emerged. They are toasted and golden brown, and the house smells of roasted eggplant. So I'm going to corral our chunks back into the bowl to be tossed with the remaining ingredients. Here we are. Hot pan. All right. Okay, and to this we're going to add a generous cup of grape tomatoes that I've just halved. These are a nice variety of different colors and shapes. I'm just gonna tumble those in. And here I have a 1/4 cup of chopped fresh herbs. Today I'm using thyme and mint and basil. But you could use whatever herbs you have on hand or whatever you like. Fennel fronds would be lovely in this. Dill, tarragon, flat leaf parsley, you name it. In they go. Their green freshness. I want to get all of those. And then I have just a tablespoon of very finely sliced red onion. Green onions would be lovely in this as well. Or shallots. Ooh, shallots would be nice. Yes, I'm just using my fingers. Okay. And then I'm going to put, I have this lovely Meyer lemon. I'm going to put the juice of half a lemon in here. Ooh, lots of seeds in this one. Okay, just gonna try to catch these little seeds in with this juice. Oh, that sweet lemony smell is delightful. All right, there's that. And then I'm just gonna drizzle with just a bare couple teaspoons of nice green fruity olive oil to finish. And then we're just going to give it a quick toss. It looks so pretty. And that's it. It's almost too easy. Get a little plate. All right, friends. How does she look? Give it a little taste. So many colors. I just love the green and reds, and I'm just gonna get this nice chunk of eggplant. Friends, the eggplant is the star of the show. I didn't use any garlic today because I wanted it to really shine on its own. Just buffeted slightly by these lovely fresh herbs and tomatoes. And friends, this is just a jumping off spot. You could, to make this a meal, you could just add a can of rinsed and drained garbanzo beans, chickpeas, orzo, couscous, brown rice. There's a myriad of options. Also, it would make a fine guest on a charcuterie board with some salami and nice cheese and pepperoncini. Sounds delicious. I hope you all have a lovely day. Happy eating to you, and peace and love. Until next time, goodbye. Oh, and the recipe, as always, will be in the description below. I failed to say that the past few times, but yes, if you're looking for the recipe, it's just in the description below. Peace and love to you. Bye-bye.